Everyone knows the history of human space exploration. But did you know that before any human ventured into the cosmic void, a chimpanzee paved the way? His name was Ham, and his unbelievable journey changed science and space travel forever. It was the late 1950s, the peak of the Cold War. The United States and the Soviet Union were locked in a fierce battle for supremacy. Space race when the Soviets shocked the world in 1957 by launching Laika, the dog, into orbit. The US felt immense pressure to put a human into space first, but NASA faced a massive hurdle. No one knew if the human body, brain, or heart could survive the brutal G-forces and zero gravity of space. Before risking a human life, scientists needed a test subject with physical and mental capabilities similar to our own. The answer was chimpanzees. In 1957, trappers captured a 2-year-old wild chimp in Cameroon, West Africa. Initially given no name, he was known simply as Subject 65. He was brought to Holloman Air Force Base in New Mexico, where NASA screened 40 chimps and selected 6 candidates. Subject 65 stood out as the smartest, calmest, and most responsive of the group. His training was intense. To test if a pilot could perform tasks under high stress, scientists placed him in a specialized chair with colored lights. When a blue light flashed, he had to pull a lever within 5 seconds. A correct response earned him a banana pellet. A delay resulted in a mild electric shock to his feet. Over several months, Subject 65 proved he wasn't just reacting on impulse, he was actively processing information. By January 1961, the launch date was set. NASA kept Subject 65's identity secret to avoid negative public backlash in case the mission failed. They built a custom, padded capsule with environmental controls to protect him from extreme forces. On January 31, 1961, Subject 65 was strapped into the Mercury-Redstone 2 rocket at Cape Canaveral, Florida. Calm and composed, he blasted off into history. The launch, however, went dangerously wrong. A technical malfunction caused the rocket to ascend at a steeper angle than planned. Instead of reaching 115 miles above Earth, the capsule soared to 157 miles. Inside, pressure dropped, and the rocket reached speeds over 5,800 mph. Subject 65 endured a crushing 14.7 Gs of force, nearly 15 times the force of Earth's gravity, enough to cause a human to black out. Yet he survived, floating in zero gravity for 6 tense minutes. Subject 65 stayed conscious. When the blue light flashed inside the capsule, he pulled the lever flawlessly, defying all medical predictions. He proved that motor skills and decision-making were entirely possible in space. After 16 minutes and 39 seconds, the capsule splashed down in the Atlantic Ocean. The impact cracked the hull, and water began flooding in. Navy rescue helicopters arrived just in time to retrieve the sinking capsule. When engineers opened the hatch, Subject 65 stepped out unharmed. He accepted an apple and half an orange with enthusiasm. Only after his safe return did NASA reveal his name to the public. HAM, an acronym for Holloman Aeromedical Center. Overnight, Ham became an international icon, even landing on the cover of Life magazine. Ham never flew in space again. He lived out his remaining years peacefully at the National Zoo in Washington, D.C., and later at the North Carolina Zoo. On January 19, 1983, Ham passed away at age 26. He was laid to rest at the International Space Hall of Fame in New Mexico. Just 3 months after Ham's flight, Alan Shepard became the first American in space. Shepard's historic mission was a success because a brave little chimp named Ham went first, risking everything.